Welcome to day one of our Tokyo Disney adventure. We're kicking things off at DisneySEA, which we've heard is supposed to be one of the best Disney parks in the world. After taking in the brand new Fantasy Springs area, we were able to experience some new rides like Peter Pan's Neverland Adventure and Journey to the Center of the Earth, and check out some new twists on old classics like Tower of Terror. Along the way, we met some great characters and tried some delicious snacks, including the famous alien mochi and our first taste of fresh flavored popcorn. We ended our magic day with the stunning nighttime show, Believe Sea of Dreams, which might be the best nighttime spectacular we've ever seen. Let's dive in.
So this is the situation. So it's 10:40 a.m. Park opens at 9 a.m. Security starts at 8 a.m. So yeah, what they say about the lines is real. How it affects us getting in, we'll see. All right, it's about 8:30 now. We're seeing some action. People are moving.
All right, so after waiting for like an hour and a half in line, we finally are in Tokyo DisneySEA. First thoughts, it's pretty overwhelming. Like, first thing when we got in, we got a 40th anniversary pass and a premiere pass, so we have a couple rides lined up, and now we're just trying to take it all in, and yeah, it's pretty overwhelming, but also really excited to be here.
I hate the line.
Killian was not happy about that line, but we're here now, so we're just gonna go see what we can do and make the most of it.
This is why people pay extra to be at the parks, because if you stay at the parks, you can get in 15 minutes early, so that's the happy hour that they call, which can make a difference because you don't have to wait as long. So I think tomorrow we're gonna test not arriving as early and see if we miss out on that much stuff.
We won't make it with a 6-year-old if we have to wait,
Right.
an hour and a half, 2 hours in line every morning. We just wanted the first day just to be here, just to kind of acclimate and see what everything was about. But I mean, we really don't have any goals for the day. We don't want to be like disappointed if we can't do X, Y, and Z. So we're just going to do what we can do and just enjoy being here. I mean, it's beautiful so far, and we're barely inside. So.
Just to give an update, it's about 10:30 right now. It's a long walk to get to Fantasy Springs, and basically we were able to secure Peter Pan's Adventure 10:30, and then I was able to do a priority pass for Raging Spirits, so that's the one that's included. And then we bought the premiere pass for the show at night at 6:45, looks like 7. And so that means that when we go to that parade, we'll have our own seats, so we're not gonna have to wait. And that's the plan. So right now we're just waiting on Peter Pan.
We're finally doing our first ride in Japan. Peter Pan.
So we just got done with our first DisneySEA ride, Peter Pan. Killian, what did you think?
I liked it. We were flying.
Yeah, this ride is probably, 10 times better than the one on California?
Yeah, completely different. It's a mix of like a motion ride, like on a track, and then like 3D ride. It was super cool. Definitely one of the most unique Disney rides that we've done.
Yeah, there's a part where it feels like you're dropping. It's pretty cool. So the
Yeah.
effects are good. Now it's interesting because it's all in Japanese, so you have no idea what they're
You
saying.
can still
But
kind of follow the story.
Yeah.
If you know a little bit, yeah.
but yeah, I think a lot of them that's how they're gonna be. So
Yeah.
just embrace the Japanese.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's still nice to follow. It's a really good ride. So do you know anything about this ride? Like, what does it have to do with Disney?
It doesn't. It's unique.
We just got done doing a journey to the center of the earth. Not really sure what to expect on that one since it's not really Disney related. We just kind of went down this path, and you can tell that we're trying to make it seem like you're going through like the earth, like different levels, lava and stuff. It was pretty cool. And then what happened at the end?
There was a big drop.
And then it ends with there's like a scary monster, and then you go through this big drop. Like you go really slow, and then it's just an unexpected ending. So it's pretty cool. I'm glad we didn't have to wait over an hour for it. So glad we got the premiere pass.
Let's do
But
it again.
you want to do it again?
Yes.
Yeah, very cool ride. Hopefully the footage is good. I know it was a little dark
Let's
inside.
do it
So this is the famous gyoza bread. There's a long line towards in the area of the center of the universe, and it seems to be very popular. You'll see people with boxes of these things. So let's see how it is.
Wow. It is good.
It's nice. It tastes like a beef bao bun. So you can get this extra spicy harasa sauce. So we got one of those. They're 100 yen. So now I'm gonna add that to the gyoza. That's the way to do it. So that gyoza sausage bun, absolutely delicious. Now I see why a lot of people are waiting in the line. By the way, don't be intimidated. It goes fast. It looks long, but it goes very
fast.
quick. Yeah.
And we were starving, so it just hit the spot for a nice warm snack.
Probably waited, what, like 15 minutes? Something like that?
Well, the line looks way longer than it actually took. So don't let the line.
Yes, they're very efficient.
I'm gonna wait a popcorn line now that I see how fast it moves.
Yeah. But you're gonna see a lot of people with boxes, and they're carrying like 2, 3, 4, 5 at a time. It's a very popular snack.
We noticed too what a lot of people do is they split up. So like a couple of people will go to one land and get a snack and then meet up with another person waiting in another line.
Yeah.
So that's totally acceptable.
That's the way to do it, yeah. So yeah, absolutely delicious. If you like spicy, make sure you get the sauce. It's really good.
I just wanted to comment on the bathrooms. So the bathrooms are super clean. Also, there was a line for the bathroom. It moved super quick. They have an attendant in there who checks to make sure like the stall's clean and then waves you in. As soon as you sit down, it's heated seats. They have the full setup, like the day. Music starts playing, so if you have to do your business, you get some privacy. But yeah, super nice. And the last experience we had at International Park was Paris, and the bathrooms were disgusting. So I would say these are immaculate compared to those.
These ones are way better.
I would comment, so in the men's, there's only like 4 toilets, and there's a line of guys, like 4 guys waiting. So I don't know if it's a culture thing here in Japan too, but it seems like the men take longer if they have to do their business. So yeah, there's a bunch of guys waiting, whereas the girls' line looked much longer, but it seemingly went.
Yeah, it went by fast.
So yeah, a lot of social media strolling probably. Does it feel to be back in America?
It's interesting.
Yeah, I guess this land is supposed to be, I don't know, what is this, like US land?
Like New York, it looks like
New York,
City.
yeah.
Yeah, Broadway.
So yeah, we're just looking for, so our next ride is Tower of Terror, which is nestled in all this American architecture.
So we have a tavern.
So we're trying the creme brulee churro.
Good.
It's good. So this one's right across Tower of Terror. We're about to do it. We were just killing some time. Now, we have high expectation of churros. We've had many of them in Disneyland, California. I grew up eating street churros in Mexico. Had them in Spain, all over Europe. How's this one?
Okay, this is not as good as the ones in Mexico, but this is better than the ones you get at Disneyland or Disney World.
Really? Okay.
Yes, tastes really good. It's like got some cream on the inside. I think that's the creme brulee part. Really good. I'm really impressed. I had low expectations.
Nice and warm?
Yes, nice and warm.
Okay.
Great little snack.
This stand is, if you do come to it, it's cash only. You can see it here. So no credit card. Have some cash in some of the stands, I guess, just in case. So for our next premiere pass, we're gonna go do Tower of Terror. We've heard it's a little bit different here.
And I saw they have like a special version going on right now, which is supposed to have, it said something about like more extreme scares. So we'll see what that's about.
Means. Yeah, we've done it in Disneyland, in Paris, Disney World.
Yes.
Disney World was the more unique one out of the 3.
It was more lame though. It wasn't as exciting.
The drops were not as intense.
My favorite so far is the Guardians of the Galaxy version.
Guardians of the Galaxy, yes.
We'll see how this compares.
All right, let's do it. First impression, not as dark as others.
Outside of doing extra.
That's not the elevator we're going to.
Is this like a real hotel?
No.
First impressions?
It looks cool. I mean, it's similar but different, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I noticed more lighting. I remember trying to film same camera on others and it's too dark.
ホテルハイタワーにある貴重なコレクションはすべてホテルの創立者大富豪で関係
So got done doing Tower of Terror. What did you think?
It was good. I would say my favorite is still Guardians of the Galaxy. This is probably better than Disneyland Paris or Disney World, I would say though. So I would rate this second. What did you think?
It's a different storyline. It's a different storyline.
Yeah,
like some guy gets cursed and now we're going to his penthouse and we get dropped. So it's a little bit different.
Yeah, it was cool.
Having the tandoori sampler, so this is basically all the little curries. So you got rice, beef, shrimp, and chicken.
It's not good, right?
Get a little bit of the naan bread, some rice. Looks delicious. So the meat is very good, very savory. I don't know, I'm not sure what's in the spices, but it's good. It's a nice curry. These are different sauces. Let me try the shrimp. Get a little bit of the rice. I think I like this sauce better. They're both good, but this is what's missing. So I'm gonna add some of that. Definitely with the sauce. The chicken's really good, super tender, super flavorful. Beef is nice and soft. I think you thought it was too chewy. I thought it was fine. The shrimp, it's not like crispy or anything. It's just a nice simple like boil.
It's just shrimp.
All three meats are nice. Goes really well with the bread. I'd say overall solid dish. Big in it. So if you want some different spices, something more Indian style, this is the place to be.
We just did the carousel. I ride Genie. And after that we just came out and Genie was out, and he picked to take a picture with me.
So here it's a little different in the US. It works one of two ways. You either have to like wait in a specified line to meet a character, or you just kind of have to crowd in and get your picture, do whatever. Here it's a little different. Everybody kind of makes a circle around the character and they'll say their name or whatever, and the character picks like who they want to interact with. So Killian was lucky and he got picked by Genie, so that kind of made his
You're
day.
supposed to wave like two hands.
Yeah.
And everybody was yelling, Genie, Genie.
Yeah, it was cute.
That's how they get picked.
And he picked me.
So here are the prices of the popcorn buckets, 2,800 yen. That's under $20. And then there's this other one, 2,100 to like 13 bucks. Otherwise the popcorn itself, it's 400 yen.
All right, so we're finally trying our first popcorn at Tokyo DisneySEA, and we went for the caramel popcorn. That was Killian's choice. What do you think of it?
I like it.
So the line looks super long, but we waited maybe 10-15 minutes. Again, it went by super fast, so don't let the line deter you. So we got these cute little Mickey hand-shaped tongs to pick up the popcorn. They come in this carrying case so that they don't get dirty. You can clip on your bag, and then it even has a little Mickey-shaped popcorn on there. How adorable. And this was like $6. Alright, so we're waiting in line to do Raging Spirits. This is a high-speed, exciting roller coaster, and Killian is tall enough to do it with us, so really no idea what to expect on this one, so let's see how it goes. Okay, so we just did the Raging Spirits ride. We got the 40th anniversary pass, so it was free, and Killian, tell everybody what you thought about it.
I like it. It goes upside down.
It was the first upside-down roller coaster that Killian's ever done. And he wasn't even scared. He loved it. So it was kind of quick. So I don't know, if it was like a paid option, I don't know that I'd pay for it. But for free and being able to skip the line, it was great.
Reminds me a lot of Indiana Jones and Disneyland Paris.
Yes.
Like no theming, none of that, no storyline. You just go in, it just goes quick.
Yeah.
almost like the rock and coaster at Disney World, but outside.
Yeah. Yeah, it was fun though.
Yeah. So just spotted this cool tea at one of the vending machines. You'll see several vending machines throughout the park, and this one is 250 yen, so like I don't know, $1.50. And yeah, nice presentation. So let's see. It's nice. It's a iced tea, very good. There's a lot of different variations of it. This one is excellent if you like tea. It's not sweet at all. This is pretty cool. This is the Italian, the Venetian area. So there's an Italian restaurant, Ristorante de Cappelletto. The theming here is just
Oh, look at this.
amazing. You can do your own gondola ride. How cool is that? Reminds me of architecture at the Venetian in Las Vegas. Very similar. So that's the Mickey macaron over by Gondolier Snacks. So we're just having a quick snack for the evening, a little pick-me-uppy.
Going for the ear, classic. What's it
Like
taste
it?
like?
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Do the adult review now. Inside is very rich. What's cool is these are, we're comparing them to the US. Typical macaron, Disneyland, you're gonna pay what?
Too much.
$6 at least. This was 600 yen. So we're talking like $3-4.
Not bad.
Not bad. Add this to the list of snacks that score on presentation and taste. Highly recommend them. If you get the 3-piece, they're gonna be a mix: some chocolate, some strawberry, some vanilla. All three delicious. My favorite one was strawberry. Okay.
Okay, so we're here waiting for the Believe, I think it's called Sea of Dreams show. So this is like the parade that's on the water here at DisneySEA. And we sprung for the reserved seated spots. So pretty excited to check this out. we kind of had to rush to the bus stop so we can get back to our hotel, but the show was amazing. Like, I would say best Disney production I've ever seen. I mean, just the combination of like the water effects and the lighting and the fireworks and the boats and the lights, like the LED lights. It was super cool. I loved it. Like, I pretty much teared up. Like, it was amazing. Killian fell asleep.
Of course.
So it's also late. It's the show didn't even start till like 7:30, and he's been up since 6.
We've been here since rope drop.
We were here all day. But we had a really successful day.
We're waiting for our
hotel bus. I would have stayed for the fireworks, but with Killian already falling asleep, we're just gonna cut our losses and probably sleep in a little bit tomorrow. Maybe take our time a little more. We're doing Disneyland tomorrow, so we'll still try to see what we can ride. But we can't do the 6 to 9 every day for 3 days.
Would say to go back to the show.
That's it. Thanks.
So that's gonna do it for the park day. What did you think of Tokyo Sea?
It was great. I have to say, at first it was a little overwhelming, but once we got our bearings and we figured out like where we were going, how the app worked, how to reserve rides, how to get your food, like I maybe felt overwhelmed for like the first hour, and then everything from there on went like super smooth. So I mean, we were able to do a bunch of rides, we saw the show, we mobile ordered food, we had really no issues. So I mean, it was great.
Maybe the only thing that I would do differently is upgrade the cell phone plan to have better signal.
Yeah, it was a little slow. We have T-Mobile.
Yeah, we have T-Mobile, so we're just using the free international roaming, which is the standard speed. It's unlimited, but it's not the fastest. So maybe I would have bought like a 1-2 day pass of Airlo, like the one a lot of people use, just so that we don't have to wait too long for like the app loading and all that stuff. Otherwise, it's been fine for Tokyo navigating the city, but for the park, it was, especially the first hour when we're trying to book our premiere passes, it was a bit chaotic.
Well, yeah, and then later, like midday, there was a random time where the app was kind of glitchy and it like logged me out, and I couldn't log back in for like an hour, so I couldn't like order food or book any passes. But it eventually resolved itself, so it wasn't a big deal. But yeah, definitely, and like we had no issues with like language barrier, like nothing. Even finding the shuttle back to the hotel, we just asked for help. The cast members were super helpful. Like, we didn't have any issues as far as that goes.
But I think we mostly did all the rides we wanted.
Yeah.
All the least unique ones, we're trying to prioritize those. And yeah, they were great. I mean, Journey to the Center of the Earth was a highlight for me, very unique.
Yeah, that was probably my favorite too. And then the nighttime, the Peter Pan, yeah. And then the nighttime show was just amazing as well. So
other than the weather, that.
Yeah, the weather was
warmer.
Was getting a little chilly, but can't really control that. So.
But yeah, overall a good day. We do have a second day at the park. I don't know that we'll get there as early, so we want to test this theory. If we get there a little bit later and don't wait in line, we got in line about 7, close to 8, 7:30ish, 7:40, something like that.
Yeah.
So we waited about an hour because the park doesn't open till 9. So if we don't get there right at that, if we avoid the initial rush, what do we actually miss out on? So we want to test that. So we'll report back. Then for tomorrow we have Disneyland, which there's not as many unique rides. There's a lot of repetitive ones. So
the biggest one that I really want to do, and I'm hoping we can do it, is Beauty and the Beast. That's like my.
Beauty and the Beast.
If we only do one ride, like I'm hoping it's that one. And again, we're gonna sleep in a little bit tomorrow. We probably won't go.
We're gonna
late,
take our time, yeah.
But our son needs to get some sleep. Sleep, get a good breakfast, and then get there as soon as we can. So I'm hoping that it's still. Yeah. Early enough that we can at least grab a Beauty and the Beast ticket.
If it was just us, we'd probably power through. But yeah, you gotta make different choices when you have kids. So yeah, we'll probably just get the extra hour of sleep instead, and see where it goes. I'm sure it won't be our last time, so even if we miss it, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, just excited to see it, really. I mean,
Yeah, just explore.
Yeah.
And see other things. So yeah, that's gonna end it. So next time we'll be at Tokyo Disneyland. We'll see how that goes. All right. See ya.
Thanks so much for watching day 1 of our Tokyo Disney adventure. We had an amazing time at DisneySEA, but there's so much more to come. Don't miss our next video, dropping later this week. We're heading to Tokyo Disneyland, which was full of surprises and an amazing park in its own right. Once the video's done, we'll link it here. See you real soon.